Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to monetize your Facebook page even if you live in an ineligible country like Nigeria. So sometime last year I did a video to talk about Facebook page monetization, and it got unexpectedly plenty views, and with that came a lot of questions. Every other day there's someone in my DM wanting to get clarity on this or that. So while I didn't have all the answers, I tried to steer them in the right direction. So this video will be a Q&A, but it will also explain to you who is looking to know everything that there is to know about monetizing a page in Nigeria. So before we start with the Q&A, let us look at a page and the eligibility criteria. So here I am on my Facebook account, and I'm going to be navigating to a page. Alright, so I actually have several pages on this account because as someone running an advertising agency, we actually have a lot of clients who trust us with their adverts. Alright, so I actually have several of people's pages on my account. So I'm just going to be selecting a particular page and we'll use it as an example. So I'm just going to click on this particular, which is by the way my page. So I'll click on it and then we'll go to monetization. I'll switch into the page and then we'll go to the monetization and look at the different requirements for one to actually monetize. All right, so this is the page right here, and then I'm just going to click on the menu option and then I'll go to professional dashboard. From the professional dashboard I'll navigate to monetization. All right, so there are actually different monetization. There are actually different ways to make money from Facebook. There are actually different ways to monetize your Facebook page. I think there are about 4 of them right now. So it says not yet eligible, so I'm not yet eligible because I've not really been paying attention to the monetization, Facebook monetization and all that. All right, so we have ads on Reels, we have bonuses, we have live ads, and we have in-stream ads. So in-stream ads is where a lot of people easily get qualified for, right? So we have ads on Reels and it's invite only, so make money by including ads in your Reels. For bonuses, it says amplify your earnings as a creator with bonuses, and for live ads you can make money by including ads in your live. Then for in-streams, you can include ads in your original public videos to start monetizing with in-stream ads. So for this in-stream ads, it said that I have met 2 or 5 criteria. So let us look at it and let's see the criteria I've been able to make. So it says include ads in your original public videos to start monetizing with in-stream ads, right? So I'll scroll down and it gives us the different aspects of this monetization opportunity. So it says earn money for videos, create original public videos that engage your audience, and you can earn money for well performing eligible videos. So for your videos, it is not even all of them that are going to be eligible for monetization, right? But then it's going to be just the normal videos you can actually create and upload, and stay in control and all of that. So it says eligibility criteria, you have to reside in an eligible country. So that is the bone of contention right here, because for people in African countries like Nigeria, we are not yet eligible for Facebook monetization, right? But then there are actually different ways around it, which are some of the things we are going to be exploring in this tutorial, right? So you follow Facebook's content monetization policy and your profile has at least 5,000 followers, right? Then for content criteria, your eligible videos, including on demand, live and previously live, have been viewed at least 60 minutes in the last 60 days. That's like saying 1,000 hours in the last 2 months. Just like for YouTube, we have 4,000 watch hours in the last 1 year, right? Then you've shared at least 5 eligible videos in the last 30 days that were either on demand, live or previously live. Once you have met all of these criteria, all of these eligibility criteria, you are now ready to monetize your account. But the bone of contention is, what if you live in an ineligible country? That is what we are going to be looking at, and trying to find our way around in this tutorial. But even before that, let's say you're just starting out, you don't already have a Facebook page, but you're looking for another source of income and you want to be able to monetize your Facebook page. We're going to be looking at everything from beginning to the end, what you need to do from beginning until the end. All right, so the first question is, where do I get started from, or where do I start from? The first thing you need to do is to create a Facebook page if you don't already have one, and start creating video content and also growing growing your followers. All right, so if you don't already have a page that you want to monetize, you can start by creating a page. All right, so I'm also aware these days that a lot of people have issues with creating Facebook pages. When you attempt to create a Facebook page, Facebook might tell you that you have created too many pages recently and that you cannot create another one. This has actually become a problem in recent times. So I created a video to address that issue, and I'm going to be leaving the link in the description of this video so that you can also go on to check it out in case you're having similar issues with creating a page. All right, but if you already have a page, like maybe an existing page, you can actually edit the content to suit your new goal, all right, which is to create content and then monetize the page and all that. Then what kind of videos can I create? It actually depends on your niche, right? It's just like how content creators create videos for YouTube. On YouTube, you will find different types of videos, from tutorials on how to make money to comedy videos and all. So the first step is to determine the kind of content you want to actually create. All right, so note again that your videos must be at least 3 minutes long, and one of the requirements for in-stream ads is that you must accumulate 60,000 minutes of watch time in the last 60 days or 2 months. So this is equivalent to the 1,000 watch hour in 2 months, which for YouTube is 4,000 watch hours in 12 months. All right, so you have to take all of that into consideration. Right, then another question you would want to ask is, how do I grow my followers to reach the 5,000 monetization count? So there are actually different ways you can do this. The first one is to run Facebook ads on page. You can also run Facebook ads on videos. You can organize tutorials, share your Facebook links on other platforms or other accounts, all right, and all of those things. So there are actually different ways to actually go about growing your followers. So it's just about strategizing and putting the right strategy forward, right? So if you intend to run ads at all, either on your page or on a video, then you'll be ready to spend some money. All right, so you can actually hire an expert to do it, or you can do it yourself. So either ways, I can actually help you. So my advertising agency, Smart Skills Hub Advertising Services, can take care of setting up and optimizing ads on Facebook and Instagram for businesses, and we can also do that for you. So you can use the link in the description of this video to book a call. So if you're interested in having us set up your ads for you, or maybe you want to learn how to do it yourself. So if you want to learn how to do it on your own, my Oversimple Facebook Ads course for smartphone users will teach you the A to Z of setting up successful ads all from your smartphone. So if you're also interested, I'm going to be leaving the link in the description of this video below. All right, so that is how that is about how to grow your followers on Facebook. There are actually different ways to go about that. All right, then another question is, after reaching the eligibility criteria, how do I get monetized for ineligible countries like Nigeria? So once you get qualified for monetization, do not start the process of applying if you live in a country like Nigeria, because you'll be setting yourself up for failure, right? So you'll be needing someone who stays in an eligible country to start the application process for you. And this is because during the application process, you're going to be asked to fill in some details like tax, and some other things which you don't actually have. You don't have those tax information, and that's why you'll be needing someone to do this for you. So this is where a lot of people actually get overwhelmed. So the 90% of questions I've gotten on my DM are actually revolving around this. How do I get someone abroad? How do I give them my details? How do I give them admin access and all of those things? All right, so I want you to start by not feeling overwhelmed about this. All right, so if you really want to get monetized, you just have to calm down and follow it through patiently and calm, so that you don't end up making mistakes at the end of the day, right? Because all of your efforts at creating video content and then growing your following would actually go down the drain if you're not able to follow the right process. All right, so if you have a friend or a relative who stays abroad, that is a plus. But if you don't have, you can actually get someone by going to Fiverr or Upwork. So here you would get people who render this as a service and know what to do right from the hook. So right these days, people now offer this as a service. All right, so all they actually want all they actually do for you is to get your page monetized. So when you go to Upwork or Fiverr, you can actually just search for Facebook page monetization, and then you can actually get on to chat with someone who can actually help you to get your page monetized, maybe someone who stays outside. So all you can actually do is to strike a conversation with this person and tell him the situation at hand. But then I think that it's actually better to get someone who is trusted, someone whom you trust. And that is why you can actually that is why getting someone who stays abroad, whom you know, maybe your friend or a friend of a friend, might actually be the better option for you. All right, so another question is it until I'm qualified for monetization that I can get an admin? And my answer to this is, if the person you're going to be using is a relative or a friend, you can add them up from the get-go. But if it's a paid service, it's going to be quite expensive, because one thing I noticed is, by going to Fiverr or Upwork, I've noticed that what most of these people actually do is that they want to take care of monetization, from creating content to growing your followers, and then starting the process for you. So it's more like a full stack service, and trust me, it might be a little bit expensive, and you don't actually trust the how do I put this, you don't actually trust the credibility of this, because these are people you just meet online. So it would actually be better if you can just get someone who stays abroad, who is a friend or a friend of a friend or a friend of a friend of a friend. All right, so so if the person but if it's a paid service, it's going to be quite expensive, just like I said, because you probably want the person to add content. But if that's not your goal, you can now add the admin only when you have qualified for monetization. So another thing that people ask is, how do I add the person up as an admin? So I'm going to be showing you how to do that shortly. So let's go back to the Facebook page. All right, so here we are back on the Facebook page. So let's say you have qualified for monetization and you want to add the person up as an admin. Even if you haven't qualified for monetization, but you just have this friend whom you believe is going to be able to help you, right? So what you can do is, after speaking to this person, the person can even contribute content for you anyway. So it can actually be an arrangement between you and this person. Okay, create content for me also. Let us create the content together, so that it can even speed up it can even speed up you getting to that requirement for money, because remember that you only have 2 months to actually accumulate this 60,000 minutes of watch time, right? So so add an admin, it's very, very simple. So once you're on the page, just navigate to your menu option and come back to the professional mode, and then come to page access. Where you have page access, you can now click on people with Facebook access, then add new. And yes, you should actually give the people page access, right? Give them page access, because page access is like the highest is the highest access you can actually give to the person, because the person would now be able to maybe add content if you want them to add content for you, and also do some other things like maybe run ads for you if you also want them to run ads for you as well. So once you click on add new, and then the person must also be your friend on Facebook, right? So once you click on add new, you will now start the person can now become your ad. So it's actually very simple from over here, right? So it's something you can actually do, of course. So once you add the person as an admin, the person can now have access to your page. They can also add content for you, and when you have qualified for monetization, you can now go on to the person can now go on to start the process for you. All right, so that's about adding someone as an admin. All right, then I heard someone say that when she got eligible for monetization and added someone as an admin, she was having issues, and Facebook demonetized her at some point, because sometimes they could recognize her IP address. So she then had to now remove herself as an admin and all of that. So from doing my research and all of that, I came across people with different opinions and all. All of these opinions may not actually be your story at the end of the day. So you just have to stick with creating content for your page, and then getting to the monetization and all of that. So what if you don't, another question might be, what if you don't get to qualify for monetization after 2 months? Like your videos don't get to qualify for monetization after 2 months. It doesn't matter, you can just continue to continue to add content until within that 2 month space you're able to actually qualify. All right, so it's just like YouTube. For YouTubers, if you don't get to 4,000 watch hours in 1 year, nothing happens to your channel. They don't pull down your channel or anything. You just keep on creating your content. Another thing you also need to know is that even before getting to monetization, you can even make money from your page. All right, you can make money from your page from different ways. For instance, let me give you an instance. If you are someone who is, maybe your videos is all about food recipes, like creating food recipes and all that, you can actually make money by teaching people how to, because of course your videos are going to be tutorial videos where you're teaching people how to maybe create different food recipes. From that, you can actually sell different things. You can sell your, maybe you have a food, like maybe you're even selling the food, right? You can actually use that as an avenue to even sell your food and except if it's comedy. Even when it's comedy, you can actually still find ways to make money from there. After being eligible and adding an admin and the monetization process is done, you will then start receiving your funds into an account you set up. So it's actually advised that you create a virtual dollar account for this, right? So that the money is going to be entering directly into your account. Then you can now settle the person who is helping you based on the agreement you have. So for this person to actually, when the person is filling your monetization, it's better you have a dollar account. So you're going to be the one that is going to give this person the account they are going to be using, except you have an agreement that the person should use their own, maybe dollar accounts or international accounts or whatever. So it's based on the agreement you have with this person. So if you're just stumbling on this channel for the first time, you're just watching my video for the first time, my name is Mary and this is Smart Skills Up TV, where we show you how to make money in the online space. So you want to hit on the subscribe button so that you won't miss out when we create similar videos like this. And all we do, of course, is showing you how to make money in the online space. And if you found this video helpful and you know that it's going to be helping someone else out there, please smash on the like button and also share it with your network of friends who are going to also find this useful as well. All right, so in conclusion, Facebook monetization hasn't been rolled out for a good number of African countries like Nigeria, but by getting external help from someone who resides in an eligible country, you can monetize regardless. So that's just the long and short of all the stories that I've just said in this tutorial. So I believe and I hope that this has been beneficial to you. All right, so thank you very much for staying on to the end of this tutorial, and I'll see you in subsequent tutorials. Bye for now.